Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French, as we continue our dominance of the Pacific Theater of Operations against Japan. Quite possibly our most successful war yet. That ratio is, what, 174 to 1? No, 17 to 1. That's more reasonable. Ooh, more oil in Eastern Germany. There it is. One of their profound politicians. Their government accuses us. That doesn't sound familiar at all. Could avoid it for $4 billion. Just drop in the bucket. I'm trying to say that it's like 20% of our reserve. Nope, we'll go to war. It'll be fine. Naval blockade tactics, advanced Navy drills, and a lot more transports sunk in various locations. Alright, let's make sure we have everything set up. That's right, we need our ships there. La Rochelle, we need... Are they all ready? Did we get that far? Okay. Full fleet sails. I thought we were still building them. Or do we have another set? Nope, just the Battlecruisers in Barcelona. Very poor timing for Austria. I mean, our ships could be in better position, but it's fine. Wow, they zipped along. Our submarine attack against a group of 8 transports, 2 sunk. Meanwhile, we have Lebanon. We have Madagascar, and we have the Gilberts again. And our other fleet chasing. Oh, 2 more actually. Right, that's a detachment of heavy cruisers. Very well then. Finances are doing amazing. We did check the fleet already. I think we are good to go. Oh, I didn't realize we had another fleet over here. Right, the Sulfurinos and Invincibles. We just started an invasion, so I don't think we can... Nope. We can start to invade Sasebo next month. Two meeting engagements, two sub engagements. Italy wants an alliance. I don't want them to snap up land that we're fighting for. We'll take the prestige. And China wants to get involved. Oh man. Now there's a fleet battle. And we know all of these are newer. Because we sank them all last time. So many ships to load. Alright, our four all-forward battery battleships against their classic 2 battleships. We've got an advantage in heavy cruisers. These look older with the silhouette against our 4 newer heavy cruisers with the raised platform. I remember that. We have, I think, 5-inch setup there. And then our standard escort light cruisers and fleet destroyers, the older type. We want all 4 battleships together. We want all 4 heavy cruisers together. And in the battle line. Cruisers can scout. Destroyers can screen. They'll screen the battle line. I'm going to trust the AI this time and see if they'll work appropriately. Last group will screen the scouts. Turn off their torpedoes for now. And that includes the scouts. Alright, let's make sure. Yeah, these are the fleet destroyers with all 5-inch battery. 2 dual launchers, so it is the older one. Our scout cruisers with the triple launchers on the sides and the all 5-inch battery as well. Then we have the heavy cruisers that we made recently with the 5-inch and a bunch of 3-inch. I forgot about that. That's right, the 5-inch. We have the duals here and the one here, so we have 4 barrels aside. This one shared, but a larger 10-inch battery, kind of a gun support ship. But they have enough armor to take on other cruisers if we detach them. And lastly, we have our not yet tested battleship, all forward battery. Oh, what class was this? St. Louis class, I believe. And you're just not going to tell me? That's okay. We have our 14-inch quads. We have our rear-facing 5-inch battery. We have our side-mounted 5-inch battery. The single 4s in 2 places. 3 inches in the top and a bunch more 3 inches in the 2-inch slots. I like the look of them though. Some metal deck, some wood decking. And there, we have closed in already. Let's see. Citadel protection. I'm going to go for belt or deck. It's mostly just protecting the citadel. Should I cross over? Yeah, I think we will. Let's go for armor piercing in the main batteries. This is a first more... Oh, nice hits. First more traditional battleship that we've made. Or not traditional, what's the word I'm looking for? What I mean to say is the main battery is the main battery and the secondaries are there to fight off small ships, not to assist the main battery. Because we really haven't been doing that. What's our range? 10 kilometers? It's plenty close. Good hits. A lot of hits. Our accuracy is actually quite good at this range. As long as they're not maneuvering too much. Considering that, I probably want to split up the targeting. Requin will focus there. Corbe will focus on second. And we have their heavy cruisers. Those definitely look older. No hits. A lot of flooding on their lead battleship. Which their battleships don't look bad. Looks like something I would do. Maybe. Let's see how these calibers match up. Looks more World War I-ish. Bunch of hits on their new lead battleship. Can't see through. Ooh, that's bad. Very bad for them. feel like we're getting too close. Let's get our destroyers throwing out a set of torpedoes. Actually, we could do the cruisers too. Drop smoke. You guys are getting way too close. Yep, let's avoid torpedoes. See if they do. The AI seems to do well at avoiding torpedoes. I feel like every time you tell the AI to take your own ships for torpedo evasion, it fails miserably. And we lose the Navy. Pistolet's gonna take one. We did get our torpedoes away though. Man, why are they so close? Alright. You guys all need to be real. We're just gonna have them make a little duckling train. And we'll turn off their torpedoes here in a little bit. We're gonna leave them on while they are pulling back. What's our range? Approximately 11 kilometers. And we can set these to auto now. We've identified most of them. Am I going to have to worry about the heavy cruisers? Doesn't look like it. Torpedo hit against one of their heavy cruisers. Another torpedo hit back here. Looks like on their other battleship. May do it in. Yeah, right in the engine room. Ooh, St. Georg has taken some serious hits, disabled their alpha turret. Their main tower is a mess. In fact, the whole front end is a mess. So is their steering, alright? the same ones we saw in the last war we had with them? I feel like we saw tiny heavy cruisers last time too. Flash fire on the heavy cruiser. Zara is down. Gonna lose another destroyer at this rate. And see if we can fix that. There's all the ranging shots for the 14-inch shells. Ah, Francisca is very damaged. That's what I need to be doing. Let's take a look. Light cruisers are fine. First group of destroyers is fine. It's this last group. Francisca, you need to be separated and just run. And we haven't been paying attention to our battleships, and they've gotten away. Looks like one of the enemy got a good set of hits on our destroyer. Look at how high those shells go. And those were hits from the 14 inches into one of those cruisers. Destroyers have been launching more torpedoes. There's another 14-inch, 4 belt ahead. On Salzburg. Which proceeds to sink. Flooding hit from a destroyer. Going to finish off the Styria. Ernst clinging on. Straighten out the fleet. And there goes the St. George. Secondary is providing a nice hail of fire at this point. Hitting that destroyer over there. A lot of flooding. That one's from a 4-inch hit. Yeah, that destroyer's done. Ooh, big hit on Klagenfurt. Now with a 14-inch main belt penetration detonating inside, not over penetrating. As we bring the range down to ridiculously short. 3 kilometers. Everybody is firing at the Ernst. She goes down, surrenders to fire. Although too late now because she is lit off. As the French fleet parades right by the remaining remainders of the Austrian main fleet. Looks like cluster. Oh, never mind, she's done. Innsbruck and her sister ship will be next. You can see all these ricochets and explosions. Another flash fire. Using Dunite on these things? They are actually. And Cordite. I believe this is their last ship. And it was. Well, I'm not exactly going to call that a... You know what? I am going to call that a good fight. Good fights aren't that exciting because you trounce them. That is how warfare is done, by not fighting fair. I like to give them a chance once in a while, though. See, damage dealt. 5-inch did a significant chunk. Even the 4-inch did. But of course, mostly the 14. Except for Requins. She must have gotten some good hits with the 5s. Thionville, heavy cruiser, doing some good work with those 10s. Ammo detonation. That might have been it. Torpedo hits with the destroyers, leapfrogging them into a decent position. Austria-Hungary wants to fight and wants to surrender already. Nope, we have a land border. We're going to give the army a chance to have a fight. They've been missing out on all the glory. So we have a light cruiser and a destroyer to replace. Meanwhile, we have the Normandies fighting the battleship, 3 heavy cruisers and a bunch of light cruisers. Looks like a decent battleship there. Don't want a change of the leader. The battleships will not change. Light cruisers will not change. I'll leave their torpedo avoidance on the Chars can all be one group. There's only 6 of them. Alright. Let's go. What range are we opening at? 16.9. We have good accuracy already. Looks like they're traveling left to right on the horizon, which appears to be the case. That is not bad. First hits. Seems she has some armor on her. She is turning to starboard. We will turn to port. We're low on fuel, I guess. Makes sense. We've been chasing these guys all over the world. Ah, she switched back on us. It's alright, we'll circle to the side. Looks like everything's gonna be short. On target, but to the right. And 1 hit on the Alpha turret. It's a better angle. Ah, 8-inch secondaries. Looks like she's doing S-turns to throw off our aim. Two more hits, 1 into the main tower. Passed through. Degrees right rudder, steady state turn, won't throw off our aim too much. Overpens fore and aft. Partial pens in the main gun, main deck, main belt. Overpen in the aft. Bunch of aft belt overpens. 8-inch getting aft belt penetrations. Weapons officer is shifted target for the lead. Alright, let's go rudder amidships. Drag the fleet this way. We're fighting at like half to 2/3 or 3/4 fighting capability because our aft turrets haven't really been able to get too engaged. Can see all their escorts over here. It'll be hard to catch them. Let's do some manual targeting. Main guns. Shift Alt right click. Then there, we lost the heavy cruisers. There they are. There we go. I think we're getting a little close though. 9 kilometers for them. We'll at least get broadside to the enemy. Oh, jeez. 8-inch main belt penetration on something. Probably one of the light cruisers. How fast are our heavy cruisers? 28 knots, and they have fuel. Light cruisers do not, destroyers do not. The heavy cruisers might be the ones to go chasing. Even they're not that fast though, 28 knots. Hyuga is flooding fore and aft, but sinks due to structural damage because of a flash fire. Well, that eliminates the biggest threat. I want to take our heavy cruisers and head into the mess. I'm going to switch our light cruisers to follow the battleships. Impregnable. Maybe. I'm doubtful, as your damage shows. The heavy cruisers have some decent hit rates as well. 8.5 kilometers. What are the environmentals? Average, actually. Main belt penetration by a battleship. That'll do it. 10,000 damage. That's right, we have the triple fives, right? Yeah. We have the chasers. We have the triple five. We have a couple single fives. And we have fives in the lower tops, and that just that single 4.9 inch. Interesting amalgam of batteries. They work though. I like the performance of our 5-inch in these two fights. Now, I like the sound of the 8-inch. Almost like beating on drums. Doom, da doom, da doom. Yeah, that's a lot of flooding on that light cruiser. And there she goes. Or she's still there and just hiding amongst the other sinking ships. Yeah, she's hiding amongst the other sinking ships. As she herself rapidly sinks. come right, do a harder turn. Battleships can angle back in again as well. Alright. Let's peel off the escorts. See if we can't head them off the far side. Not that I think we need to. Slow as they may be, they're still faster than the battleships. Why don't we just go straight through the center at this point? We don't need all guns, we just need to be lobbing shells in that we can spot. The targets we can spot with the other ships. Now we're getting quite close. We have to watch for torpedoes. The Tories, this one? Correct. Starting to take some hits now that we've gotten close enough. Cyan's gonna Cyan. Gonna go down to flooding here shortly. Yeah, that'll do it. No torpedoes to worry about. Now we just have the Yoshino to worry about. Go ahead and wait, actually, for a little bit. Oh, she has a lot of torpedoes. Yeah, we're going to take a hard turn to starboard. Clears the range for Cerberus. Throws off their aim. And ruins their torpedo solution. Torpedo detonation. Outstanding. There goes a quarter of their torpedo supply. And with her broadside, she's going to rapidly flood down. Maybe not broadside. Just lucky with hits. As she succumbs to the sea. Cruiser's gotten quite far ahead now. I'll go ahead and accelerate time a little bit. This battle dragged on for a while, and it feels like cleanup. We have torpedoes to worry about still. Mostly it seems fine. Abakuma down. Ottawa is next. I'm gonna stay on her. And she is down. Next is Hirado. Already flooding. We'll plot an intercept course. May have turned away. Nope. We'll still take a sharp angle. And Nagano goes down in a hail of fire. Another stupendous victory. Liberté took the award home. The heavy cruisers did very well closing in as they did. 5-inch and 8-inch doing equally well. Probably due to the number of 5-inch barrels along with their rate of fire. The 8-inch casemates on the battleships, not very useful for this fight. And the light cruisers got a little work in. Makes sense, they were out at the back. South Pacific, North Oceania. And we're moving into Bohemia. Hawaii, really? We have fleets out there. Submarines in the Adriatic. Ooh, we lost one. 1 for 1. We'll go ahead and we'll build a newer ocean-going one. Actually, do an updated coastal sub, considering where we're putting it. This will go into Tunis. have too many ports now. There we go, Tunis. Alright, we will see about replacing our losses. Do Chela. Can't build because it's obsolete. Looks like we'll have to design a new light cruiser next time around. Although with the new fleet destroyers, I don't think we actually need to replace them. We can get rid of the scout cruisers. The destroyer will go in Toulon. And we will continue on to plug up the Adriatic. Meanwhile, the Lebanon should be next turn. Madagascar next month. And Tarawa as well. Send this group to Pearl Harbor just in case. The 3 heavy cruisers will meet them there. Actually, we'll leave them independent. We need some whack-a-mole fleets. Light cruiser, a heavy cruiser, and the battle cruiser. We will chase the battle cruiser. And it is next month, so we can trigger the next naval invasion in Kyushu. We're going to need to get more tonnage to go help with that, but we're wrapping up a bunch of fights right now. Or invasion. Alright, that all looks very nice. Expand the shipyards. Never stop. And I think we are done. With that, I'll call this episode to a close. I appreciate you staying to the end. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.